So, this revolution, what is to be done? Your Majesty, these commoners are simply envious. The Declaration of the Rights of Man, liberty, equality, fraternity.
Equality? For whom, Abbé? The wealthy landowners, the merchants who hoard grain while our children starve.
Jean-Paul, this is a start, a foundation. We can build upon it.
Foundations of sand. The king still lives in Versailles, gorging himself while we eat scraps. The nobility still plot to regain their privileges. What good are rights on paper when our bellies are empty?
We have stripped them of their feudal rights. We have seized church lands.
And where has that wealth gone? Into the pockets of corrupt officials, while the people remain in rags. Paris has risen. They march on Versailles. The people have spoken. They will bring the king to justice.
Justice or anarchy? We must maintain order. We must protect the gains we have made.
Order? What order is there in starvation? What gains when children die in the streets? The people will have their bread, Abbé, one way or another.
Of our superior station, a firm hand and a few public examples will quell their discontent.
We are not envious, Marquis. We are starving. While you feast, our families go hungry.
Starving? Preposterous. They eat like animals. Enough. I convened this Estates General to hear grievances, not insults. Your Majesty, the people suffer under a crushing burden of taxes. The price of bread is unbearable. We must find a solution that is just for all. Taxes are necessary to maintain the glory of France.
Glory built on the backs of the oppressed. We demand equality. We demand an end to this injustice.
Sire, this rabble is becoming insolent. Perhaps a demonstration of power is required. I will consider your words. The Estates General is adjourned.
They do not listen. They do not care. We must take matters into our own hands. They ignore us. Our voices mean nothing to them.
We must do something. We cannot stand idly by while our people starve.
What can we do? We have no power, no weapons.
We have our voices, and we have our will. We will form our own assembly, an assembly of the people.
An assembly? What would it do?
It will represent the true will of France. It will create laws, just laws for all.
But the king, he will never allow it.
We will make him allow it. We will show him that the power lies with the people, not with him. And so, on July 14th, we rose up. We stormed the Bastille, a symbol of the king's tyranny.
We have abolished feudalism. We have declared the rights of man.
Every citizen is equal before the law, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. France is becoming free. Our work has only just begun. Enemies of the revolution surround us. They plot in the shadows, seeking to restore the tyranny we have overthrown. The king is dead. What more must we do? The king was but one head of the Hydra. Aristocrats, traitors, hoarders, they all seek to undermine our glorious cause. We must be vigilant. We must be ruthless.
Jean-Paul, this bloodshed, it is not what we intended. We sought liberty, not endless executions.
Liberty cannot bloom in a garden choked with weeds, Abbé. We must pull them out, root and stem. What about Marie Antoinette? Is she next? The Austrian whore. She has poisoned the minds of the people for too long. Her fate will be decided by the will of the revolution.
I forgive you. I pray that my death will bring peace to France.
They were all traitors. All of them. I was the only one who saw the truth. Liberty, equality, fraternity, or death.
Despite the chaos and bloodshed that followed the revolution, its principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity profoundly influenced liberation movements around the globe. The French Revolution inspired countless individuals and nations to strive for democracy and human rights, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to resonate in contemporary struggles for justice and equality.